The title of this story is ReRouted. He was given a prophecy that his future lay abroad. He was a 200 level law student studying in a good university. He felt he shouldn't pursue a future outside of God's will. He dropped out of school and started processing his travel documents. He got his passport and employed the services of an agent to process his visa. The agent kept demanding money. The USA is now stricter than ever. You cannot travel as an immigrant unless you pay an immigration lawyer the lump sum. The lawyer will be the one to give the US government a compelling reason you should be given a visa. He could claim religious persecution or sexual orientation issues. Whatever he deemed fit will be able to get you in. He paid and paid until he started protesting. I've paid you $600,000 and yet the visa issue has not sorted out. I'm tired of this nonsense. I want my money back. I will get another agent. The agent went missing after that. His phone numbers were out of reach and he didn't call. After 8 months, he realized he had been duped. The prophecy said he would only flourish in a foreign land, and here he was, rooted to his homeland. He had collected as much as he could from his parents, and now he had to return home with his tails tucked firmly between his legs. His father understood and tried to explain to him that God might have a purpose for him abroad, but emphasized that God does not do struggle. If it was God, it would be easy. He couldn't go back to school. Out of his firm belief, he didn't defer his admission, he just believed. He got a job at the travel agency. His experience had taught him so much about traveling, and he was able to help many clients. But his eyes were set on traveling abroad, and he waited for his opportunity. It never came. He clocked 30, 32, 34, 36. He was advised to go do an IATA course so as to become a certified travel agent. He did. He met an elderly woman whose daughters were abroad. The woman lamented that her 3 daughters had become of marriageable age years ago but were still single. Will he consider marrying one of them? He gladly obliged. He resigned and became the woman's personal assistant. The woman linked him up with her second daughter. The first had gotten pregnant for a guy out of wedlock. They talked and chatted and everything seemed to be going smoothly. Eventually, she came home and told him the bold truth. I am a lesbian and I was only playing along so as to not break my parents' heart. Wow. He was already 40 years old. 4 years of working for the woman in the hope of fulfilling the prophecy had gone down the drain. The woman didn't waste any time. She sacked him and told him to move out of the boys' quarters of her house, where he had been living. She realized that he lacked the attraction and charisma to marry her daughter. All she wanted was for her daughter to get married in her lifetime. He had to go while she searched for another prospect who could connect emotionally with her daughter. He was thrown to the streets just like that. He wandered for many days, sleeping under the bridge until he came across a brother in a t-shirt and jeans. The brother came to minister to the sick and homeless under the bridge. It was glaring that the hand of God was upon him. He, Sir, I am born again, tongue-talking and a redeemed believer. These are my problems. The brother listened to him intently and did the unexpected. The brother in jeans and t-shirt said, Lift up your hands to the heavens, and then he began to prophesy. The brother in jeans and t-shirt told him the Lord's hand was never shortened, that he could not save, nor his ears heavy that he could not hear. Within 3 months you shall meet your wife, but you will need wisdom to keep her. Start praying for wisdom from today. That was all. He had thought the brother would invite him to his house and accommodate him. What sort of Christianity would leave him to rot under the bridge? He was highly disappointed. The next day, he stumbled across an old friend from his village. The friend accommodated him. 3 weeks later, he met a woman who sold roasted plantain close to his new abode. They became friends. The roasted plantain seller was a Christian. She heard his story and decided to introduce him to the pastor of her church. He met the pastor and they had a heart-to-heart. He joined the church. He saw a babe he liked. He met with the pastor. Sir, I like that lady. Pastor spoke with the lady. She liked him too. She was an accountant employed by a top firm. They started talking. She took his CV, helped him get a good job at a travel agency. 6 months later, he got an apartment. 1 year later, he proposed. She said yes. They got married 18 months later. He was 44, she was 39. P.S. The prophecy was a hoax. His blessings were in his country. They had been married for 5 years. They have 2 sets of twins. He now owns and operates his own travel agency. He found the brother in jeans and t-shirts. Sir, what happened? The man in jeans and t-shirt told him they are soothsayers and they are prophets. The former can turn your life upside down. But the prophet's words are God's declaration. They never tarry and they never fail. The end. For more stories like this and information about the ministry, please visit www.bengawemimo.com. God bless you.